Well, welcome back to Cougar Chronicle, and it is now my favorite time of the show.
I love this part.
I do, for a lot of reasons.
Well, I get that.
And really, the biggest reason is because it gives, gives us a really big chance to lift that veil.
And I'll be honest. I mean, I joke about, we look at going, oh no, but any chance to talk and brag about the district, and to me, honest questions deserve honest answers.
They do. And let me tell you, this was one of those items that came up, and I haven't even given out my email, and I'm getting the questions now.
Well, that's
to ask you.
People are digging in.
They are digging in.
Either they don't want to tell me because they're afraid I'll load the questions. But even any way we get the questions is important to get the questions.
And this one I thought was really, I was so grateful someone sent it in. It was about Power School. It was a recent story they had seen on another media outlet. And the question is, what do parents and students need to do in light of a Power School breach to make sure their private information is safe?
All right. Well, first thing we got to talk about is we got to talk about what happened. And so what our understanding is that Power School is what we call our LMS, our learning management system, and that's where parents do you do your registration, you go look for grades, you get all that reporting and all that information in place there. And so when we talk about things like that, our understanding was the Power School had a data breach. Our concern, anytime there's a data breach, obviously we have a twofold concern. One is our students and their personally identifiable information, Social Security numbers, birth dates, addresses, all the things of that nature. Indications that we got was that none of our students' personal identifiable information had been accessed and had been sent out. On the other hand, then the other piece of the coin is our staff. And what we did find out, and just so I have the notes, initial investigation shows that the staff personally identified information was taken. First and last name, school email address, the home phone could be made possibly a home, like a cell number, and then also the physical address for current staff and potentially some previous staff members as well. So when we look at that, our understanding, we don't keep Social Security numbers of our staff on the Power School site, nor your birth date, as you know, for things like applying for credits and things like that.
That's right.
Those are the kind of the things that we don't. So our understanding is that has not been, we don't keep it on there, so it couldn't have been accessed. So a lot of information, it could be inconvenient, as much as getting the junk phone call or the mailers or pieces like that. So I know Power School has worked with CyberSteward to negotiate potential ransom. This is information we've gotten from different groups, although at the time we don't know if any ransomware, because this is not just a Kearsarge problem, this is a Power School problem. And so there are a number of big companies that operate under these learning management systems, so schools could use a multitude of different systems. And I'm sure when you were putting grades, it looked a lot different than the thing that we're doing now. So this is affecting multiple districts. And by the time this airs, we will have already identified, we'll have sent this email out to parents, we'll have confirmation of information going out to our staff. So that way, it was not a thing that the Kearsarge district did. Our understanding that this was a data breach. Yes, this was a nationwide data breach from our company. And I would say the worst part about this is, as you all have known, that this is happening more and more frequently. So we always want to make the suggestion, I'm not a financial person, although I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express one time. Always pay attention to your credit reporting and looking for any kind of thing there. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. And so that's the kind of pieces that we always make those suggestions. Again, we have no indication that any of our students' personally identifiable information has been accessed, but we do know those things that I mentioned, our staff's names, their numbers, their school email address, which you can get on our school website and get everybody's school email address, and then their physical address is the only thing that we can, that Power School has told us, and there's no reason to believe that that's going to change anything in the future, because we don't keep those things about our staff on there. We have a whole separate system that's an intranet built in our system to maintain those records.
Well, good, and thank you for that, because that's important stuff. We all get compromised here and there.
It happens. It's happening more and more frequently. So, but you always want to let people know, if you think it might be breached, change your password.
That's right.
Change your challenge question. Make those adjustments.
Check that app. Right,
and make sure that we do that.
Exactly.
And there are websites now. I know even Google with Gmail, if you have a Gmail account, it'll tell you that things have been compromised and remind you to change your password.
It's
so it's out there. AI at its finest.
AI once again comes
To
up
the
in our
rescue.
discussion. Well, thank you for joining us on our January show. This was a good one.
Yes.
Thank you for all the incredible information.
Oh, my gosh.
And coming up next show, one of my favorite educators is going to be with us, Sandy Nelson.
my goodness.
Then we'll find out about what's going on in the field of social work.
Yes.
And I understand you're introducing a new segment.
We got an interesting little play on some stuff with our good friend, Mr. Michael Bissett, our assistant superintendent. As always, he brings the heat and brings such great, deep conversations, and we always look forward to having him.
And just a reminder, you can see Cougar Chronicle on the first Thursday of every month. You can see Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. Well, we wish you a very happy new year, and we look forward to many more spending more time with you.
Always right here on the Cougar Chronicle.